So hey, welcome in everyone. If you guys are brand new here to the channel, welcome in. My name is Unchallenged. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. We had a couple technical difficulties with my mic not working. Got it working now. It looks like it's I can see the volume on my OBS. So really quick recap of last episode. We went ahead and completed all of Ungoro Crater. We did level from level 55 to now 56. In this video, we plan to head into Azshara. There's not a whole lot of quests here for the Alliance. There's some quests located down here in the southern area, which we'll go ahead and be picking up. Then we'll kind of move along in this general area, kind of turning in a few quests, do some scribes over in the ruins over that way. I believe there's some Nagas here we have to take out as well, or that could be a horde, mostly a quest. I do know there's a few quests down south. I've never completed these down here, so we'll take a look at them and see if they're completable. The crew under fire shows that it's a level 57 quest, us being 56. We'll go ahead and take a look at it, but we'll see if it is doable or not. And then if we are able to complete Azshara, we'll be making our way into Felwood, which you can see there's a ton of different Felwood quests. Mostly just the corrupted wild blossoms, so that's kind of the way it shows up. So many quests everywhere. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in, and thank you for letting me know about that microphone not working. If you guys have any comments or questions for me at all, let me know down in the comment section down below. Would really appreciate it. If you guys drop any specific questions, I can go ahead and answer them either during the live stream or in an upcoming video. I can make a specific video dedicated to covering a specific area. I do have 4 playlists now on the hardcore side. I have the High Elf Paladin playlist. I have the Night Elf Hunter playlist 1 to 60 on hardcore. And I have the Tauren 1 to 60 on hardcore as well. Right now, we're going to be completing, hopefully, our hardcore priest 1 to 60. Right now, we're at 56 with only 4 levels to go, so we're really close to being there. So if you're looking for a specific guide of 1 to 60 on the hardcore side for Hardcore World of Warcraft, definitely check out the other playlists. They're in the description down below on the YouTube side. And with that said, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We've arrived here in Azshara. Go ahead and buff this guy up, his pet. And now that we have arrived here, let me go ahead and fix that. And okay, we're gonna get the flight path, which we've already got. We already got the flight path. Okay, in the back right here, by the tent, by the flight path, we're going to go ahead and pick up 2 quests. We're going to go ahead and pick up Spiritual Unrest, and we're going to go ahead and pick up there is no okay. The priest knows more than I do. Yeah, there's a boa right there. The hunter's like, where can I buy arrows at? Okay. Now that we got both of those quests here, we're going to go ahead and head up north a bit. And we're going to go take out some ghosts up here. It's not too far away. So honestly, I didn't have to mount, but I'm so slow as a priest. We're going to go ahead and get mounted. We're going to take out a few different mobs here. There's the green mobs. There's the blue ones. Step. This is a pretty easy one. I don't think these guys fear. I do think that some of them run away. I'll go ahead and take a look here if that happens or not. Oh, it does fear. Okay. These do fear. The purple ones fear. I think that was the thing. I don't have... Oh wait, I do have Fear Ward. Okay, let me go ahead and get Fear Ward up. Now look at the meltage of me. I straight up melt these guys. Really enjoy that damage. I don't think there's a lot more quests here for the Horde than there are for the Alliance. For the Horde, Turtle WoW has added a whole new zone up here called Bloodfist Point. Pretty nice thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I have some notes on my map that I don't have, that are not for this character. They're from my last character I played with, the Druid. So there's a few quests, a few things on my map that's popping up. I can get rid of them. Okay. This is just mostly a kill quest. So there's no collection here. We just have to find them and take them out. And they are located everywhere. So they're not just on top of this hill. They're actually located down on the backside as well. And I was immune to fear. Okay. Yeah, see there's a ton back here, so don't be just stuck on that hill back there. This is a pretty easy one. You can see there's a bunch of them, and they're spaced out quite a bit. Oh. Resisted. We do have an instant crit. Or not, yeah, instant crit. Or an instant smite, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Oop, he's down. Let our mana recover a bit. And Miles said, I'm trying to get 1 level a day because I'm so close to 60, but I have to force myself some days. Oh, to really stick it out and play. Yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult now. At this level, there's so many quests in the upper portion of the area. Like, I hit 56 last time doing Ungoro Crater. I don't know if I'll hit 57 today. I'm only 2 bars in the 56. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll get 257 today. If I can start on Felwood, Felwood might give me that level. There's a ton of quests in Felwood. It's not as easy as Ungoro Crater. Ungoro Crater has a ton of quests that I can quickly do fast. Right? Ungoro Crater has tons of kill quests, tons of collection quests. And I think I had, 6 quests when I arrived at Ungoro Crater, and I picked up over 14, almost 15 quests I think there, and then was able to complete the majority of them really quickly and easily. And yeah, I got a half a bar from just turning in quests in Ungoro Crater. Azshara has a lot more quests spread out, and there's less quests and they're more spread out, is what I mean. So like I have these 2 quests here, I have a quest over there, I have the scribes over here, and then it has you kind of go out of your way down south. Okay, I think I completed this one. Yep, I completed that. We're gonna go ahead and get mounted and keep going northeast a bit. And then do the next one. The next quest is called The Land Filled with Hatred. A Land Filled with Hatred. And this is just another kill quest here as well. These guys have some sort of shadow. I'll go ahead and buff myself with shadow resistance. I gotta keep using this stuff to get these marl grains. I'd like to get 10. Kind of as soon as I can. Oh. Yeah, we got 5 Morrogram from that one. Nice. I'm at 7 out of 10. Let's see, what level are you at, Miles? Are you at 55? No, you were at 54 What level were you at yesterday? I think you're at 53, 54, right? $53, okay. Yeah, slow and steady on a warrior. I don't know if I could do it. I think I might have to not do slow and steady on my warrior. I was thinking of doing that, not the, there's like that self-found one where you can only craft, you can only wear what you craft. I considered doing that one on my warrior and doing blacksmithing with him. And then I would have to craft my own weapons, my own gear. I don't think I could do any dungeons though as tank. I couldn't tank any dungeons as that, what, it's not self-found, but it's whatever that profession is, like where you can only make your stuff with your own professions. I would probably run a blacksmith and I would make myself my armor, which would be fine. I think my weapons would have an issue. So I'm just thinking about what do I want to do with the modes. And there is a way to get flagged here as
What
forward.
race you plan on going for warrior?
Orc is the race I plan on playing for warrior. And welcome into the stream, Big Ape Gaming over on the Twitch side. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I'm trying to go with every different race and class kind of combination. And the class that I don't have yet, that's going to be like with the warrior, is going to be the orc. Orc is just good too because you get that axe specialization. I feel like orc is one of the better of the warrior decisions, like races for warriors. Oh, there's none of these guys over here. This is pretty much the only spot you can do this quest. Okay. I was hoping that there'd be more mobs, but that warlock is here as well. Okay, back on a wall. I don't know what quest this is from. The Sentinel Candera Sunblade. Huh. Guess we're gonna chill here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my stream shared. I'm gonna post a link in Discord real quick. When I got on my computer this morning, everything that I'd set up for my streaming was closed down. Like my computer restarted in the middle of the night. Did a Windows update. Had to reload it from scratch. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting on this quest. We got to take out 4 more satyrs. Oh wait, there's one. That's a trickster. Trickster's back here. Okay. And oh, I got a message on Discord. Level 56 Hardcore Priest Adventure. Oh, there's a satyr. I think the warlock must be gone now. So these are all ours. And this quest is actually doable on Horde and Alliance. You just have to be careful of that flight path guy by the Alliance Griffin area, but you can actually pick up those 2 quests down there. This one right here, you can pick them up with Escort or Alliance. Nice crit, 1021. And 21. Oh, I smacked him with my staff. That's hilarious. Good night. I need more sick. In terms of like casters, I feel like Priest is decent. I feel like the damage output from a Priest, like if I'm comparing Priest, Warlock, and Mage, Mage spams their Frostbolts or Fireballs, right? I don't know if they could one-shot, two-shot these things, but I feel like the damage output of them is all pretty equal. I think Warlock has the highest survivability because of the pet. They can have that Voidwalker with them. But I feel like survivability between the 3 casters, the Mage, Warlock, and Priest. Priest is going to be your best survivability because you can heal yourself. You can power word shield. You can heal. Warlocks, they have to sacrifice their Voidwalker if they want to have that protection. And then they still can't heal. So there's been instances back in the past where if I couldn't heal, I might have died. I don't know. I think Priest actually is stronger of the 3. Of the 3. Like Warlock, Mage, and Priest. Survivability is pretty high. Okay, I just need 2 more of these Satyrs. Man, they don't respawn quick enough. And plus, priests are able to increase their life. Oh, yeah. Fortitude. Have a bunch of different buffs now. Okay, there we go. There's our last one right here. And what are they working on right now? Looks like guild is something. Okay, now that we completed all these quests, we're going to head back south and turn these 2 quests in. Kind of knock them out of the way. I guess we don't have to head that way, actually. I have my hearth set in Darnassus. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn these in. They don't have a follow-up quest to them. So I'll turn these 2 quests in and keep going and do these other quests up this way. And then when I'm done with this zone, I'll hearth back to Darnassus. And then take the flight path from there to Azshara again and then run up into Felwood. I think is the thing, is the goal, is the objective. And Miles, are you leveling your warrior on slow and steady? I'm pretty sure you were leveling him on slow and steady, so your focus is doing a lot of dungeons because you get the max experience.
I am Miles BTW and no I am not.
Oh, you're not slow and steady? Oh, you popped over to, okay, you popped over to Twitch. Okay, you're Big Gabe Gaming. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and turn in both of these quests. Okay, there we go. We got 8,400 experience right there by turning in those 2 quests. Okay, now that we got those 2 quests turned in, we're gonna head up north. We're gonna go all the way up here. This is one that a lot of people do not like. This is called the Gim Jail Indeed.
SNS on Warrior would be literal torture.
I know, and that's why I was considering. Oh, level 43 just died. And to Heketh. Oh, it's in the Koshek farm. I wonder if that's the dude inside the house. Who is Heketh? To Heketh. Level 39 mob in Irathi Highlands. Is he a named mob? I don't know who he is. He's way over here to the left. So I don't know who that one is, but he died to him. Level 43 druid died to a level 39 mob in Irathi Highlands. That is brutal. One of the main things I liked on my druid is that I had that Nature's Grasp. So any sort of situational issues, I would hit Nature's Grasp. You could do it in bear form. You want to go into bear form, hit your Nature's Grasp, root the object that's, chasing after you. And then if you need to, if that resists or you need to, go ahead and stun something. And then do a quick heal, get back up. And we're heading up north. On the road again. I don't remember there being spiders. Timber Maw. Oh, did you guys see that they're gonna be putting a dungeon over here at the not Grim Badal, at the Timber Maw hold? That's something. I know it's. I don't think it's the next upcoming patch, but there is a new dungeon going to be released for for Timber Maw, which I think is awesome.
I think it is the next patch 118, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was the next one too. I know towards the end.
Should
I think
be dropping soon.
Should be dropping soon. It'll be interesting for sure. A level that'll be like that filler right now. We need a filler outside of BRD. Like we have Hateforge Quarry, but Hateforge Quarry, I feel like it's still pretty high up there. So there's the Gatekeeper Rage Roar. And I think this might be the eventual dungeon back here. I'm really looking forward to them putting the dungeon into Azshara. This is something I've been wanting for the longest time. I would also love if there was some way to access Winter Spring through here. You can kind of see we're very close to Winter Spring. If they had some sort of a tunnel that you had to fight through, or just kind of went through here to come up out of some cave or something inside of Winter Spring. But I do like so many of the changes that Turtle WoW is releasing. There's just a bunch of content to check out. Okay, we're heading up north here to pick up this quest. Yeah, a lot of people don't like this quest because it has you taking out the Blood Elves, and those Blood Elves can do a ton of damage with their fireballs. You want to avoid taking out the Timber Maw guys, otherwise it'll negatively impact your reputation and just make the next, one of the grinds in Fellwood a lot longer. So don't sit here and take out Timber Maw guys. But we're gonna run by the Horde area. There's that new Horde zone back here. And it's got a good amount of quests. Like you can spend a good hour doing the quests in this area. which I feel is pretty good. A Bloodfist point. There's also a little fishing spot down there you can sneak to. It's pretty good. Get nobody bugging you. Yeah, so there's Bloodfist Point over that way. You just head down here. There's going to be a bridge across, and you go to the cross of the island over here. And there's a ton of quests back there. Yeah, nice little area for the Horde. Alliance don't have any good quest hubs in Azshara. I would like if they added something. There's that Alliance city kind of down here, the flags of the Alliance city. There are some flags down there that showcase that there is some Alliance like stand, but there's no actual town or anything. Okay, we're gonna head up here, talk to Grim Jail, and pick up the quest called Kim Jail Indeed. Once we have this quest, we're gonna go ahead and just continue on. 360 and boom. But that was a 180. No, 360. And then we're gonna pick up a few items here. So we're gonna be doing the quest called Kim Jail Indeed. So we actually have to pick up quite a few items, and these are all going to be looted from these boxes. That's completely, whoops, I forgot. Hostile means red. I just completely ignored you, didn't I? My bad. There you go. Got the guy. Just so he knows I didn't remember. I didn't purposely forget him. But there's going to be a bunch of these boxes along here. They're all random with the contents. So anytime you see a box, go ahead and loot it. So for example, we just got a compass right there. There's another box right here in the middle. There's two of them. There's one in this camp right here, and there's one in the other camp right there. Those are not the ones I generally go for because there's 3 mobs. And if you get 3 of those casters hitting you, I'll have to see how much one caster does hit me with cast, you know, with the spell. But I'm pretty sure if I were to take out more than one at a time, we would run into some difficulties. So I'm going to go ahead and open up on this guy. We'll see how much these could do. The surveyors are the ones you want to be careful of. Or maybe not. I thought it was the surveyors that did the spells. Okay, so I think I can get this box. I'm high enough level here. I'm not going to aggro. But that box right there, you'd have to fight 3 of them. And we got the scope. Nice.
For our ancestors.
That's 30. And then there's the chest back here. And there's a chest.
Do you think that Turtle WoW 2.0 will revolutionize the game, or do you think it will be underwhelming in comparison to expectations?
No, I think it'll revolutionize Classic. I think everyone is looking forward to Unreal, you know, the 2.0. Unreal adds like a whole different element to the graphics than most games, you know, and I don't think it'll make it overwhelming. Classic already is pretty gritty. I like the kind of grittiness of Classic versus Retail, and then now with the re-release of Turtle WoW on the Unreal client, that just adds another whole layer of the kind of the grittiness. I've seen the pictures in the Discord channel, or what the Unreal Engine is able to add with shadows and effects and stuff like that. It looks really nice. So I don't think it'll be underwhelming. And there's definitely room. There's always room for improvement across everything. So I think it'll be a really good change. I'm looking forward to it. I used to play this with the HD mod, but after the re-release of the patch where it redid all the talents, it really kind of messed up my HD mod. But I had to turn it off. I think there's a new one out there. I just haven't loaded it. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a second here to recharge. But yeah, I am looking forward to the Unreal client. It's gonna help a ton because of the visual effects of the game. It's going to help with the quest log. A lot of people don't like not being able to have more than 20 quests available. I've never had it be like a huge issue, because the way you don't have to get every single quest in a zone when you reach it, right? There's different times. I thought there was one back here. But I'm mostly looking forward to the graphics myself. 100% graphics are gonna look super nice on the Unreal Client. I'm gonna go ahead and drink. Oh, there's a chest. It's not the kind of chest I was looking for the quest, but hey, I'll take a solid chest. And I got a shield out of here. A 14th strength shield. And I thought there was another chest that I could get. I can't mine thorium yet. So I'm missing only one item. I'm missing the Whizzle Goober. Whizzle Goober. Who died? Level 19. Thought there was another chest over this way. Oh, there's a chest right there. Don't think I could reach that chest without aggroing. Like, oh, got it. I did not get it. Don't you heal? Oh, he's gonna get the heal off. Oh, he did. He didn't get the heal off. The reclaimers are the guys that I focus on first. They do quite a bit of damage.
So we know that Unreal Client will give Turtle more control than ever. What changes do you want to see made to the game once the devs get their shackles off?
What changes do I want to see made to the... I don't want to change the game so much so that it's unrecognizable. I think that's what makes classic is the basicness of it. But some of the things, the limitations of the client, I would like to see is the range of sight. So like when I look over into the, you know, if I stand here and look that way, it's very... I think with the HD mod, I could actually see beyond that, but I would like to be able to see off into the distance as I normally could. So visual effects is one I would like to see changed. The quest log is another one I'd like to see changed. What other one? I thought there was one down there. What else would I like changed visually? Or just in general, what would I like the remake of Unreal to have? I'm sure there's probably some add-on limitations that I'd like to have added. I can't think of any at the top of my head. Like, I'm pretty happy with all that is already available on it. I think just the visual effects of the game, not changing it too much, right? I don't want to have it turn into a whole different game. So I would just stick with the visual effects of everything. Like, I only got some fine issues. Like, if I could stand here and look off into the sunset and not have it just look like grayed, you know. The skybox should look super nice. It's all visual. It's all going to be visual for me. That's when I want to have change. Just the visual effects of everything. I want to be able to look at it and enjoy it a lot more visually. I'm not a... Let's see here. I think any of the changes that they make, I'll be happy with, because I don't have like high expectations of them making like some game-breaking changes to the game. Hoping that this one will drop it for me. Some fine HG. Are there any for you that you would like to have, Big Ape Gaming? Like, what are you most looking forward to with the shackles being removed from the Unreal Client? Oh, there we go. We got that quest complete. See, I could just kind of bounce between these two camps right here and complete that quest. Now that that quest is complete, I'm going to go ahead and head up and turn this quest in. If I can get out of here without aggroing and getting shot in the back by fireballs. Yeah, shouldn't look like too much of an issue. Outside of the visual limitations, I'm not sure what else I'd like to have changed, honestly. Like, I don't want a whole lot of gameplay changes to the mechanics change. I like the way that things are. Like, I like the additions of different content, dungeons, and raids, but I don't want, like, the actual way that the game plays to be changed to a point where it's not classic anymore. That's why we play classic versus retail, right?
I want to have access to add-ons that are available beyond 1.12, as well as dual Oregon tri-spec without the need for the Goblin brainwashing device.
I don't know if the brainwashing device one would be, maybe that's why they do it that way, because, yeah, I don't know why they would, the brainwashing device, if you're able to actually have multi-specs, if that'll be like something that the Unreal client would actually have them be able to unlock or not. Potentially. We're gonna go ahead and turn in Grimjail indeed, and there should be a follow-up quest called Grimjail's Missing Equipment.
Victory or death.
Now this one has us heading down, down there, and picking up some equipment. So now we can head south, and we're going to be doing two quests at once. Now we have the rubbing quest for the Arcane Ruins, and we have the missing equipment one. How do I have rest experience with exhaustion?
Should have been made in newer backend to pump client.
Back over this way, would they say? Should have been made in a newer backend to pump the client. Should have been made or backend to pump the client. A newer backend? Hey, welcome into the stream Over the Rainbow. Your name looks very familiar.
How do you think Blizzard will respond to the inevitable success that will result from Turtle 2.0?
Ah, man. I mean, I think Blizzard has already seen what Turtle WoW has and what they've done and accomplished, and that's what kind of made them kick into action with Season of Discovery. I saw, like, when I was watching Season of Discovery stuff in the past, like Ruins and this and that they added. I mean, I feel like they took a lot of inspiration from Ascension, the Ascension server. The Cenarian Aid quest. Oh wait, is it up on the hill? Oh, it is right there. What a weird quest right here. Let me go read that question real quick. How do you think Blizzard will respond to the inevitable success that will result from Turtle 2.0? I don't think Blizzard will do anything in order to ban, or they might try and do something like that, but they're not going to have any like footing to stop them. All they're going to be able to do is look at what Turtle WoW offers, how the player base has grown. Like right now, there's what, 9,000 people? I think yesterday when I was doing a player count just on this server alone was around 8,000.
Yes!
Yesterday during the gameplay, up to over 9,000 at highs, and that's just on this server. There's still the Portugal server, and I believe that there's two other like Asian servers, right? I think there might be 2 or 3. So Turtle WoW is running 4 or 5 servers, and on each of those servers there's probably 10, close to 10,000 players on each. So they're hosting around 40,000-50,000 players at any given time. That's pretty successful for a private server for sure. I think all Blizzard will do is look at it and try and take notes. Like, what can they do that they see the success of the server, players have enjoyed it, what can they do to kind of bring those players potentially from a private server to their main servers as well, because that's all they can do. And I don't think most players will even move that way. Like, Blizzard could release something and players don't want to have a Turtle WoW 0.5 version of the game when they could just be on Turtle WoW and be on a much better version of the game. It'll be hard for Blizzard to compete against that, I think. And welcome into the stream, Win. How are you doing?
It kind of seems like an act of war to evolve a company's IP before they do.
Where am I at? It kind of seems like an act of war to evolve a company IP before they do. Well, it's just a branch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but Turtle WoW has been, they started off as a vanilla server, and then they saw what people wanted. Blizzard saw what people wanted too, but they never took action in the right way. They continued to do their own version of what they thought was success, and it is working for them, right? There's still tons and tons of players, thousands of players playing retail, but there's also thousands of players not playing retail that just don't enjoy that version of the game. So I think it's good to have the choice there. But yeah, about the IP. Finding people. I'm doing Gnomerger right now. Finding people started. Yeah, Gnomer is one of those dungeons nobody wants to do. Yeah, I don't see you probably doing Gnomer. Gnomer is not too difficult of a dungeon, but it's not a dungeon that people enjoy. I don't like doing Gnomer as well. I've done Gnomer a few times on my characters, but it's not one I generally go out of my way to complete. And right now we're working on the quest called the Ruins, or Arcane Ruins, and we're working on the quest called the Missing Equipment, called Kim Jail's Missing Equipment. And this is pretty easy. We just have to go around here and look for these sirens and take them out. It has a 15% drop chance, so it's going to take us maybe, a little bit to take out these guys and get that quest item. And then we're just kind of going around and getting the ruins as well in this time. I thought there was one over here as well, but I think I might just be confused with the Horde one. Yeah, I think there's one back there and there's one right here. Okay. Oh, there's...
Namarigan is just not fun to me. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I don't know. There's too many issues with the... chances of people dying is high in Gnomer because of... You gotta have the group all run together, have somebody that actually knows the dungeon, because that place is super confusing. It's not very linear, where you enter in one and you go in a straight path and you kind of complete it, right? In a ton of other dungeons. This is when you're kind of having to like duck down to different corridors, jump down into different like areas, go up on top of pillars and fight in the center of this like upper area. Then you gotta jump down into this the mine, not mine, but the train track area. So Gnomer's a tough one to do because people can get lost in it if they're not experienced with it. If they get too close to the edge, they'll aggro mobs from the lower portion while they're on the upper portion. Those mobs will run all the way around and take out your entire team. I feel like the loot is kind of not always the best either. I think there's one more back here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, There's one more back here somewhere.
Just hearing you explain it is stressing me out. I recommend hardcore players stay away from that place, LMAO.
Yeah, yes. Nomer is not a place for the faint of heart. Yes. Nomer is my least Uldar. They're both terrible. I don't like Uldar because it starts off at a very low level. Like, you enter the dungeon and the mobs are like early level 40s. And then by the end of the dungeon, they're high level 40s. So I feel like Uldar should be taken into two different dungeons. Like, most hardcore players don't go into that dungeon until 40, 46, 48 because the last boss is 48. And here's that last arcane ruin I gotta do. Then now I just have to focus on taking out these mobs for the equipment. And there's some rich thorium right here. Look at this thing. Let me see what's down here. I don't really want to jump down, but I might be able to complete my quest a lot sooner down there. Yeah, it looks like these guys dropped the item. There's a lot more of the mobs down here that drop the item versus the ones up top. So I'm gonna stay down here and do this quest. I think this is my way out. Uldar's not too confusing. It does have some issues with it as well, but not as much as Nomer. Nomer, you just need a tank that is, knows what to do. I heard he has a powerful spell. He already has fortitude. There is an elite down here we have to be super cautious of. But he stands out pretty well. And I think my add-on will scan him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, right there. He's that tall guy. He's an elite level 53, but he has 20,000 life. So he's not someone I could take out too easy. Yeah, he takes out a few people. I've actually seen him take out a few people. He does about 329 damage a second, which is insane. If you look at these mobs right here, this mob right here, if you look at the bottom right here, this Myrodin dude does 53 damage a second. Now the elite does 329 damage a second. So that's a big difference. Why am I 40? Okay, I let my stuff will drop off. Yeah, there we go. Big differences. So this guy hits me about 73. Okay. Oh, nice hit. I was really hoping I get this quest done and out. I don't know what he's for. I don't know what the elite is down here for. I don't know what quest he's related to. I've never had to kill him. So maybe I just haven't. Hey, there we go. Got that quest complete. Yep. Okay, let's get out of here. Go ahead. Get. Mount it up. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna head up out of this location and head back up north. Turn this quest in. and then work on taking out the elks for the quest called Of Coursers We Know. I thought this was the way out. I'm hoping it's the way out. Oh, it is not the way out. Oh man, I hate this place. Okay, so where the heck is the way out? Let's see. It must be up there. Oh, did I just make a wrong turn? Can I go this way? I can't go that way. It don't take me nowhere though. This is the way out? Nope, that's not the way out either. Jeez. Over here somewhere.
Strength and honor.
Ooh, nice. Grats 50. Grats 50. There we go. There's the way out. We gotta head up at this look too. I did Crescent Grove, Charlotte Monastery, RFD with Hellfire Tank, and they're not all bad. Not the way out. Can I not go up that path? I kind of want to try and see if I can go up this. Oh, can't go. Can't go that way either. Nope, can't go that way. Oops. One of the most confusing ruined places. Oh, looks like somebody's running this way. I'll follow them. So they know the way out. Okay, finally. What are they talking? My own interaction, blah blah blah.
Someone suggested on the forums the idea of having faction-exclusive classes added to the game. Death Knights for Horde Undead and Demon Hunters for High Elf and Night Elves. What are your thoughts on that idea?
Death Knights. Death Knights. Oh man. Hold on, let me go pop. Let me go. Someone suggested on the forums the idea of having faction-exclusive classes added into the game, similar to the Paladin and the Shaman. Death Knights for the Horde and Demon Hunters for the High Elves and Night Elves. What are your thoughts? I would not like that. I would love to play Death Knight in Classic, but I feel like I would like... What would I like? I don't want faction exclusive classes like that. Man, that'd be a tough one. because we already have the option to play. We can make Horde and Alliance on our accounts, and we can make, I guess they're faction exclusive, like Paladins are faction exclusive, and so are Shamans to the Horde. Having another one, but having them very different, like Death Knights and Demon Hunters, I feel like are pretty different classes in themselves. Versus Shamans and Paladins are kind of, I feel like they're pretty similar. They can all tank, they can heal, they can damage. What do I feel? I would love to play a Demon Hunter, or not a Demon Hunter, Death Knight. The original idea behind the Death Knight class was that you would have to sacrifice a level, like a high level character. I think that would be an interesting concept, was that if you want to have a Death Knight, you have to level a hardcore player to say level 55 and then sacrifice him in some way. And then you would get the option on your account to make a Death Knight. See, that would be an interesting take. If you want to make a Death Knight in Turtle World of Warcraft, you have to level a character on the Death Knight mode on hardcore. So you have to like select hardcore and then select Death Knight, and then at level whatever, you have to take that that character and you have to sacrifice him somewhere. And then after you make that sacrifice, or say for example, instead of sacrificing him somewhere, the moment you hit level 60, your character dies. And then you have to go back into the character selection screen and you have the option to make like a Death Knight. I think that would be interesting. But I don't know about the exclusive classes added. I would just like the Death Knight
Almost
to be
like
added.
an Inferno initiation but for access to Death Knights.
Yeah, it's like you basically have to sacrifice a high level character in order for them to roll a Death Knight. Like you're basically just kind of leveling a throwaway class. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and turn in Guild James Missing Equipment. And that is the end of that. We have 6,500 experience. Okay, now we're just going to finish off this quest here called Of Courses We Know. And all we got to do is take out these yellow dudes. They're located all over the area here.
I also wouldn't mind Death Knights, but I don't care for Demon Hunters.
Yeah, I feel like Demon Hunters have too much mobility and like it wouldn't really fit in with Classic. Death Knights, on the other hand, I feel like they would fit into Classic pretty well. When I was leveling my Paladin, I wanted to get like this whole black armored suit and get the sword from ZF. And you know, the two swords you can combine in order to make that Shalazai, I forgot what it's called, like something with an S. Here's my atlas. So my idea was when I was leveling my Paladin that I was going to wear this sword right here and then have a complete black armor with him. So there's the Deathbone, which is not full black armor. And then there is a black helmet somewhere out there as well. Like warriors have access to a really nice black armor set. I was looking for some shoulders. Tier 3 warrior. I think it's tier 3 or like tier... Got... Oh wait, they have tokens, so I can't even see the armor. There should be a helmet. Nope, that's ice. It was a really cool looking helmet back in the past. Like Lich King offered a ton of, during Wrath of the Lich King, there was a ton of armor that looked really cool. That I feel like would go in really well with like the Death Knight stuff. So I've always wanted to play like a Death Knight back in Classic, and then when they released Death Knights in the game during Wrath of the Lich King, I think I went from a main of a Paladin to a Death Knight for a short time. I remember tanking as a Blood Knight during Wrath up into Ice Crown Citadel, and then yeah, we did. What's that one? Wasn't it Uldar? Was it? What was the dungeon? What was the raid with the mechanicals where you'd have to go into the tanks during the first raid? You take control of the tanks. It might have been like Uldum or Uldar or something like that. It's been such a long time, but yeah, that was a really cool raid. I like that one. Yeah, I think Death Knights into the game, into vanilla, would be fine. But I want something. I wouldn't want them to be exclusive to either Horde or Alliance. I think that they would require some sort of sacrifice of a class. I think Hardcore should be part of that because you are sacrificing the class. It just makes sense that you'd have to level a Hardcore player, and then maybe have the option to just sacrifice it at a certain level. So at level 55. Your character would die by some means, and then it would either roll over automatically to a Death Knight, or that you could just be able to now make a Death Knight at, say, level 50 or whatever, right? I think that would be an interesting take. There is a mod out there I've seen people put. If you look in the Discord server for like a Death Knight mod, I think they took Paladin class. Let me go back. I'm in Turtle Wild Europe. Okay. And then I go in here, type Death Knight mod or something. Nope, that's not it. Death Knight.
I agree with that concept completely. That way there is a barrier of entry to play the class, and the server doesn't get flooded by Death Knights overnight.
Yeah, it wouldn't get flooded by Death Knights overnight. Anybody that wants to roll it would have to try the hardcore experience. Getting to like a level 50 is not difficult on the hardcore side. So I think it would allow everyone to have the option to get it. And now we're heading down south. We're going to go ahead and turn in, of course, as we know. And once we turn it in, we're going to get the quest called Wave Thrashing. I forgot what this one is. I think this one might be taking out the Nagas as well, but I'm not. Or it could be the ones on the east coast over there. Go ahead and see. It's been a while. Come on, get up there. Yeah, we're going to turn it, of course, as we know, and we're going to get the quest. Oh, this is not the one I was expecting. The Itchwort of the Undeath. Oh, it's way over there. Oh, wait, I turned it in, the Itchwort of the Undeath. Do I already have it? Oh, I already have one. Interesting. Itchwort of the Undeath.
Would you want them to keep the Wrath of the Lich King class design, or have Turtle Custom redesign the class completely?
I do like the original like Wrath design, but if Turtle Wild wants to make their own, I think I like the original one. I think the idea behind it was really good. I don't see anything wrong with if they kept it. Oh, weird. Why can't it? Oh, because it's in the quotes. Yeah, I don't have any issues with them like reusing the same class, like keeping the same class design, or having like turtle. I think some of the design is really helpful. I like the Death and Decay, the Blood Bile, the Death Grip. So I do like that, but obviously I think Turtle Wild should introduce their own version. And Blood of Morphis. Oh, Morphis and the Sunken Temple. Oh. Oh, wow. Increase healing done by spells and effects by 190 for 20 seconds. Increase shadow damage by 11. Increase stamina. That's a nice wand. And we have a finger. 6 that resistance. Increase critical effects of holy spells by 1%. Interesting. That is an interesting weapon. Sunken Temple would be another interesting dungeon. Yeah, for sure. Sunken Temple. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and skip Blood of Morphaz. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it real quick just so I can see. Oh, it's a priest. Oh, it's priest specific to me. Oh. Gotcha. So it's a class specific quest. Priest. And then hunters must get wave thrashing. That's what it is. Okay. Okie I'm gonna go ahead and keep this priest quest for now. And if I don't end up doing Sunken Temple, then I'll just toss it. Okay, now that I have all those quests complete, we're gonna head down south and turn in the quest Arcane Ruins. And then at that time, I could probably hearth back to Darnassus instead of trying to run back to the flight path. That flight path guy is a long ways away. Shortcut I could do through here. Not really. If I go along the coast.
I also saw a request for Northrend to be added to Turtle WoW and implemented in a similar way to Hyjal, like a level 60 elite zone with dungeons and a raid. What are your thoughts on that?
I would like to see Outlands come in first before. Yeah, I would like to see Outlands versus, what was it? Northrend? Yeah, Northrend. I did like Northrend, but I also really like Outlands. Would I like to see Northrend added? Yes, I would like to see Northrend added. How did we get to Northrend? We got to Northrend through boats, I'm pretty sure, right? Or Zeppelins? I think it may have been boats, was how I remember. We're down here. I'm gonna take the water as a shortcut. I do remember there being some elites. Oh, level 30 dies in RFK. Rip. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Northrend. I mostly want to see one location, whether it's Northrend, Outlands, or something I would like to have added into the game that is like it's a neutral city both for Horde and Alliance, that they can both go and be at the same spot at the same time. It would have auction house and like all of the normal stuff that a main city has, but it would just be a neutral zone and both could access it from the main cities. Like, you know, Stormwood would have a city or a teleport location to get to that specific zone, and maybe Horde could have the same, but Horde wouldn't have access to use it to get back to the Alliance side, and Alliance couldn't use it to get back to the Horde side. And that it would be like a place that they could do daily quests. I don't know if people enjoy daily quests. I like the idea behind daily
So a vanilla
quests.
rendition of Dalaran, basically.
Yeah, I would like a vanilla rendition of like Dalaran or Shatrazar in what was that, Burning Crusades? Yeah, in the Outlands, it was Shat. So those were always enjoyable cities. And then have some reputation quest that you could do, like hard mode dungeons. Like something I would like to see added into Turtle WoW is hard mode style dungeons. So where the mobs are a little bit tougher, they have more life, they do more damage, they have tokens that they get. Man, I should have maybe gone the other way then. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna go ahead and swim away all the way over here to turn this quest in on this island. I have to be careful. I don't think there's anything in the water that's deadly to me. Oh, there's some giants over that way, huh? Taking a quick peek underneath the water here. But I'd like to see dungeons drop heroic tokens. Not heroic tokens, but some sort of Turtle WoW tokens similar to what Turtle WoW has right now. What are they called? The fashion coins. I would like to see Turtle WoW add some sort of like a token that you could get from completing dungeons. And when you turn these tokens in, you can get not like a point, like some sort of like a gear or items. That way you're getting some sort of reward doing dungeons. It doesn't matter what dungeon you're doing dungeons to get these tokens in order to get other specific gear, because some people don't want to do specific dungeons because there's no benefit to them running those dungeons. So I think that token system would allow them to, you know, you queue for some heroic, you queue for some dungeon, or you do a dungeon. You don't have to queue for it. You just get the quest in the main city, you do the dungeon, and you get a reward from a token. And that would encourage people to do dungeons, like a random dungeons or specific dungeons, in order to get the token, which they can then get their specific gear that they're after. Here. Nope, nothing down here. I don't know if it would have been faster. I don't think it would have been faster to go through here. There's a bunch of like dragon elites through here and like giant elites up here, like the rock giants. So I think I did okay jumping in the water. We're almost to the island here. Gonna check underneath the water again. Yeah, there's not much out here. There's hydras and some murlocs, but nothing elite. I know there's some elites by the island. I think there's the giants. Or maybe I'm thinking of... Oh no, I'm thinking of this one out here. That's for the MC one. Yeah, so there's nothing on this island that's going to be of a threat. Okay, good. Oh, there's some murlocs over there.
Do you think they will eventually be forced to raise the level cap past 60? You can only make new gear from custom raids so strong before having to do a stat squish.
Yeah, I don't see them raising the level cap ever. I wouldn't want to have them raise the level cap. Yeah, I can't see them ever raising the level cap above 60. I think Grim Beta will probably be the last big raid that they'll release. Yeah, I definitely understand the reasoning behind wanting to increase the level. Let's say like 65, but at the same time, like that's the issue, right? You can't release too much more content in dungeons and raids because all the gear is designed around level 60 being the cap. And if you add new zones, like you add Northrend, you add Outlands, you add these new zones, what are you designing them for? You design them to be kind of like Eastern Plague Lands, like level 60 content? Or are you designing them to be like level 40, level 50 content that you can do along the way to level 60? Like Gilneas was added. I feel like Gilneas is a really good addition in not only the zone, but the level that it is, because it fits right in with the quest and experience. where I did Ferales, and then I went to Gilnea City, and then I went to the hinterlands, and it all went really smooth. I didn't feel like I went there late. I didn't feel like I went there early. I felt like I went there at the right time in order to move on to the next section. That just made sense in the order of operation. I need to go ahead and shoot this rocket, and then I can turn this quest in. And we complete the quest, and we get the quest called Return to Timor.
Safe travels.
Okay, now that we're done here, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going along this coast here. I do see that there's a couple quests down here. I'm not familiar with these quests, so I don't know whether they're best to do now. But since I'm over here, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the water here. I'm gonna go ahead and rebuff myself real quick. And I'm gonna hop back on my boat, and I'm gonna keep going down this way. You guys don't have to do this at this time. The best bet to do would be hearthing back to, check underneath the water real quick. Okay, so it's only over there. The best bet right now, the normal scenario is I would just hearth back to Darnassus, train if I need to train, bank if I need to bank, sell if I need to sell, and then take a flight path to Azshara, and then we would be heading up into Felwood. I'm gonna go ahead and head west a little bit to go see this quest here, a meeting with royalty. I feel like Azshara doesn't have a lot of quests. I don't like this zone. If there was one zone that I'd skip, it would be this zone, because there's not a lot of content. What I spent an hour and a half essentially running around this zone and didn't accomplish much. I got a few bars of experience right there. I wish they would add more quests. Everything is way too spread out here. Like, why is there a quest way over here? Why is there a quest way down here? Stuff is just too split out here. A lot of murlocs over here. They're 55. I might be fine to skip this one. Yeah. Whoop. I'm just taking a look over here. I haven't actually done. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. So I have arrived, and there is a non-hostile yellow murloc. And we have the quest called Tread Carefully, Interloper. The tide can pull you in. A meeting with royalty. Speak to with Tide Mistress Rochelle. Okay, I went ahead and got that quest. Let me go ahead and take it here. What quest is this? A meeting with royalty. I've never done this quest. I don't know if this is custom or not. Level 34 just died in Dustswallow Marsh to a spider. Don't go in the cave if you don't know how to get out. Okay, we're going to talk to the mistress. We're going to go ahead and turn it in. And we got a quest called a Storm Bay Mutiny. Kill 10 Storm Bay warriors and Storm Bay oracles for the mistress. Okay. So now we just have to take out the Stormcallers. There's also another quest here on the side. I don't know if that was available earlier. Called the Broken Oath. Gather 20 Myra Cygnus from the... Oh, are these the Nagas up north? Hold on. Wow. Okay. We're over here as well, but just not as many. So, would it have been best if I came down this way first, got the quest, and then went up this way later? I don't know. It feels like there's so much running around here, like I said. Oh no, and there's another quest back here now. Obtain the relentless spoils for Hashaz. So where's this quest at?
Yes.
Spoils. Spoils left behind. Before we left the great depths, the breathless spent more time within Stranglethorn. Okay. So I guess it is in Stranglethorn is what they're kind of saying. But where in Stranglethorn? Because I don't... Oh, it's on the island. Oh, it's a chest on the island near that gorilla. Hmm. And a broken oath was the other one? Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do any of these because they have me running around. I'll do the Murloc one, I think. Oh, I'll probably do... I won't do this one. But I'll probably do these two. I don't see any issue with it. And there is a vendor over here. His name is Lemgl. Buy some morning dew from him. Okay. And we got a rogue over here. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what the point of this area is. Like this little quest hub, it seems very out of the way. Even the mobs are in the water, which have you going into the water to fight them. Oh, that's a different mob right here. Look at this. Just a random yellow mob in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to any of these. I'm just going to say skip. I'm going to go ahead and just hearth out of here. Level 33 died in Nomer. So there's that Nomer team. Hopefully that wasn't your guys' group. I know someone earlier said that they're trying to get a group for Nomer. What did he die to? A tech bot? So some tank. The tech bots overrun the healer sometimes. Okay, so yeah, I went ahead and skipped. Let me go ahead and make sure I didn't miss any comments there. Sounds like some milk scrolling battle text. Oh, Clickvice. I didn't see your comment there. Welcome into the stream, Clickvice. Yeah, I do have the milk scrolling battle text for sure. I don't know how I missed the comment, because... Oh, it maybe doesn't notify me on that chat. Yeah, it doesn't notify me on that side. Interesting. Okay, so now we're gonna head to Azshara again.
I haven't seen any graves of players lately. Did they remove them or something?
No, I haven't. I've seen graves here recently, but I did see a couple graves yesterday in Ngoro Crater.
Hail to the
I
light.
saw a grave, I think by the dinos. I don't think they're removed. I think people are just dying in spots that you're not going to. I think that's what the thing is. But I definitely have seen people be dying. And I have seen graves laying around.
Because I play smarter than those fools, mew ha ha ha, evil villain laugh.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, that is true. You're not playing at the moment, huh? Got Grizzled. He got level 56 too.
Now you'll
Okay.
hop on later on.
Now hop on later on. Yeah, take a little bit of a break. I only play for a short time. I'll play for the next, looks like about 2 hours. I'll probably play about till 1 or so, then jet off for the day. Today's Thursday. I don't know if I have any plans in the afternoon. I want to automate some tasks. Right now I have it where when I go streaming on YouTube, it posts on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page. But it posts it when I set up the... It doesn't post when I go live, it posts when I make the schedule for it. So I scheduled my streams for this stream 8 hours ago, and at that time on my YouTube side, on my Facebook page, it posted it 8 hours ago. So I want to work on fixing some of my automatic settings. So when I go live on YouTube, I want to have it automatically post on Facebook. I want to have it post on X, post on Threads, and I think on another platform, just to kind of just kind of say, hey, we're going live on YouTube. Join me over there if you guys have any questions. Yada yada yada. For whatever reason, it's posting a little bit off, but I'll work on that. Okay. They're selling the Cutthroat Mantle of Agility. I should have actually set my hearth up over here earlier, but I kind of forgot about that. Because I would have hearthed Astronaut if I had done it correctly. And market is moving higher. Nice. Okay, we're about to go ahead and land here in Astronaut. We'll go ahead. You guys got 2 pets? Oh, that's a druid right there. Okay, let's take a quick look at our quest log. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Broken Oath and the Storm Bay Mutiny. And the quests that we should have in our quest log are 10 quests. We should have the Morrow Grain research that we're kind of working on. The Little Slime Goes a Long Way. We'll be completing that in Fellwood. We have the Return to Time War, which we'll complete as we'll turn that into Ironforge later on. I do have the Priest quest for Sunken Temple. This probably isn't one you will have unless you guys are also working on your own Sunken Temple quest from Azshara. I have a couple quests here. This is for Winter Spring, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Winter Spring, which we'll get to after. That's all Winter Spring as well. That's in... Visit to Grendel. Okay, I guess I could have turned... That's kind of like a random spot. Turn that quest in. Huh. Okay, now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and set my hearth here. Oops, set my hearth. And then we're gonna head into Fellwood. Fellwood doesn't have a hearth. I don't remember if they have an inn for the Alliance that I could set a hearth. They may have added one. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Turtlewild did add... Oh, not Hydro. I think there is an inn in the Alliance place up here in the house. Now that I think about it, I think that there is an Alliance inn. But it's just so far away from the southern quest. But we probably won't set our inn up there until much later. I gotta sell that. Go through my bags real quick while I'm heading into Fellwood. I can sell that. A nice potion, I'll keep that. I think Dreamfoil I'll keep in my bank. And Agility 9 Spirit, I can banner that. That. Put that in the bank. I'll put this stuff in the bank. Banner stuff.
Alune be praised.
Okay. Cut through. Okay. It's a secret to everybody. That is a quest in Winter Spring. The New Springs are the quest in Winter Spring, and Volcanic Activity is a quest that I drop in Ratchet. Okay, so yeah, I have essentially 9 quests that I kind of have to have in my quest log, and then I have my Sunken Temple Priest quest. There's somebody looking for a Sunken Temple dungeon at level 53. I probably wouldn't want that. Hey, we're going to be making our way up north into Fellwood. Once we arrive in Fellwood, there's a ton of quests here. None that... I wish I can get rid of the Whipper ones without having to manually click them out. I think they might appear later on. Oh wait, I think I needed that cleansing Fellwood. That's actually when I needed. Let me click that one out. I just realized Turtlewild increased the price of tabards to a gold. What? Oof 9. Okay, we have arrived in...
Guild tabards.
Yeah, guild tabards are now gold, I guess. That's insane. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the quest called Cleansing Fellwood.
WTF, why that's so dumb.
Yeah, super dumb. On the hardcore side, I guess they added it because a lot of people, like me for example, I have a bunch of mules. I would just run in the Stormwood with, grab the guild tabard, grab that, hearth back to the starting zone, become hardcore, and then go to my guild base for a bunch of guys. So yeah, they probably changed that. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up the quest over here called Timbermaw Ally, and then we're gonna head over to the right, and we're gonna go ahead and pick up a quest called. We got a bunch of quests up here actually. We got the Sentinels, the Forces of the Jadar,
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
the Sentinel Suspicion,
What brings you here? Del Nadris.
and there should be another
I think the
one.
system put me on timeout.
I am
Oh, NVM.
I wonder why. Oh, cause the language. I think it has I think I have the the profanity filter is set to pretty strict,
Yes!
so it recognizes that as
God is
join timeout. And then over here, we're gonna go ahead and get verifying the corruption. And I think that's everything we're gonna get. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is head kind of southish from here, southwest, and do the Timbermaw Ally quest. Okay, first quest we're gonna be working on is called the Timbermaw Ally. Verifying the corruption. It says elite, that's not actually an elite quest, it's just elites that are in the area of that quest, so it's not an issue. Okay, we're gonna head over here to the Deadwood Village and take out the Deadwood classes. Deadwood dudes. Looking for more Sunken Temple. Need yes and tank. What level are they at? 54. I just got started in Fellwood, otherwise I would probably go Sunken Temple. I don't have a lot of quests for Sunken Temple either right now. Tap. Try. Oh, another hardcore player. Static Rage. Static X. Ooh, I like his bows. It's like the what's that shot called? Oop. Video is unavailable on my Twitch side. Load fire. Resist that curse. Guess I'll get shadow production going. Welcome to the chat. If anybody has any specific questions for me, definitely let me know there in the chat. Right now we're working on Fellwood. We spent a little bit of time in Ashenvale, or Azshara. No, we did spend some time in Ashenvale too. And getting to Azshara and to Fellwood. But now we have arrived in Fellwood. I'm really hoping that I can get level 57 in here. Someone just died. PvP. How does that happen? Othala. Nice crits back to back. Level 14 has died to the Burning Blade Toxicologist. Where did he die, in the Barrens? Oh, he died in that sludge area, it looks like. Whoops. Of that campaign. Drink. Let's see, I'm kind of thinking if there's like anything I can do to speed up the process here, but there's a ton of quests in the zone. I just want to get through these quests, and I'm getting antsy because I want to get to level 60 with this character, but I also don't want to trying to like find if there's like a better way to like level. I should have honestly skipped Azshara. I don't find it useful. I spent a lot of time in that zone that I feel like I had a good amount of quests, like a good amount of experience. I just wish there was more quests there, honestly. So that's something I would want to have changed. I would like Turtle WoW to add more quests for Alliance and the Horde, like new quest hubs for the Horde and the Alliance. In Azshara, they added a nice quest hub up north for the Horde, but I still feel like Azshara is really empty for the Alliance. Looking for more Sunken Temple, need DPS 53 higher. Oh, okay. Whoops, I thought I was shooting him. I really kind of want to do Sunken Temple, but I don't want to do it because I'd have a lot of quests for it. I have one quest for Sunken Temple. I could go get the egg quest. Oh no, the egg quest is a Hinterlands elite quest, and that leads to Sunken Temple. Stuck. My mana to be. Overlord roar. Tap. So what do you guys think? Should I have skipped Azshara? You guys enjoyed that zone or not? Let me know down in the if in the chat, or if you guys are watching this on the repeat. Let me know down in the comment section below. Is Azshara a zone that you would normally skip on your questing adventure, or do you generally do it just to knock out those quests? How do you feel if Turtle WoW added additional quests into that zone? I need some Pathfinder. Again. So tiny. And watch me become an even tinier Murloc. Who's smaller, me or my minion? Haha, that's so funny. I just look like a shining sparkle. And complete this last guy over here for my quest to be complete. And one more. Down. I can get on my mount when I'm small. Check this out. Look how tiny I am. Oop. Super tiny now. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Look at those turtle feet right there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn in Timbermaw Ally, which we just completed. Pick up whichever item is best for you or sells for the most. We're gonna go ahead and pick up Speak to Nefarian. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and head up the path here. We're gonna go head over and do some cursed oozes. We have to take out this. I don't think I can get my little trinket thing from this guy. Not yet. I need to complete the other quest first, the corruption one, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna head up north, and around these little pools, we're gonna go ahead and begin taking out slimes for the quest called the Sample Slime. Should have started in Iron Forge. And I have these little jars right here. I will have to collect the ooze, the tainted ooze, and the cursed. And we've arrived at the pool of oozes. Oh, there's somebody down here now. I think there's another pool of... Oh, look. I thought there was another pool of ooze. I could also do the Jadefire Demon. Oh, this has all the oozes being dead too. Okay, there are some over here. Add in here. So I need some tainted oozes and cursed oozes. And I don't even have to be the one that kills them. So what I can do is just click on this one and collect the ooze. And there's a bunch of tainted oozes over this way. So I can just go ahead and head over here and collect their tainted ooze. I don't see any cursed ooze. Interesting. The golden jade ring. I've found that one before. Yeah, I have one in my bank. This. They must have found the DPS for that sunken temple, because that group stopped posting for it. I hope they do well. I guess we'll soon see. Included them. Oop, and I absorb them. It's like Majin Buu right here. Absorb the bad guys. Okay, I gotta go find some cursed oozes. They must be up north a little bit. Or maybe I'll go back south and look. But okay, so what are we going to do? We're gonna go ahead and work on the quest called Corruption of the Jade Fires. I'm gonna head back south down those first oozes that we passed and see if I can see some cursed ones over there. If I don't see the cursed oozes down that way, I'm just gonna head inwards into this back area and do the Jade Fire Stalkers. Like they're invisible dudes. There's no tricksters back there, so there's not a lot of issues here on the hardcore side. Oh, are there any corrupted down there? I don't even see tainted. Yeah, so only tainted. Okay, let's take a quick look. Ah, here's the cursed ones, and there's nobody here. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get set up. Oh, there is people here. Level 48 mage.
For our ancestors!
I don't know if he's eventually going to get them. Oh, he is going to try and kill them all. Okay. Oh, he got them. You might be doing them just to grind, so I might be able to get all those cursed ones and use my vial on them. Steps up. Use my vial. It's interesting that I'm underneath the water, but I don't have a breath meter right now. Well, congratulations to that mage. He took out 4 mobs after running around for a while. Glad he could accomplish that. I took out a good amount. I need 3 more. This one, and then I'm gonna go take 2 of his. It looks like he's not doing the ooze quest. That means I can probably do the oozes on him. I need 3 more of these boosters.
Yes!
Rob. Did I not get that last one? Oh man, I was typing. Why did I even get that one way over there? That's a nice shield. Yeah, last two is right here. And this quest is complete. Okay, at this point, we're gonna continue heading west. It took me a long time. I'm just finished Nomer. It took me a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time. Nomer takes a long time, but even with a good group, it's a lot of running around inside the dungeon. I don't know why my bot's not working in the chat. Yeah, voice chat is enabled. It should be working over on the Twitch side. Interesting. I don't know why it's not. Out. Okay. We're going to be heading into the ruins of Costas. Is that it? So many Jade File back here. I gotta start at a good spot where I'm not gonna get overwhelmed by these guys, because there's a bunch of stealthies in here as well. Like here's a little stealthy right here. I don't think I have anything you see them easy. Just that I'm slightly higher level than them. That's about all the advantage I have. There's another one right there, but they can be very sneaky on you guys. And yeah, it's just a kill quest, easy peasy. Easy peasy, they say. Easy peasy. I'm gonna get shadow protection going here. I am gonna go ahead and wait till my spirit taps under 3. Ooh, nice. So rogues can interrupt you. Yeah, they can gouge you. Makes sense. And no, that's a terrible idea to wand. My wand does like terrible damage here. I did see that there was a stealthy over here. Got this. It take me too long. Yeah, it did. Did nobody die in your group? I did see a priest die in Nomer earlier. Hopefully that wasn't in your group win.
WoW people still playing Lineage 2 in 2025.
Heck yeah, man, it's the best. Can't go wrong playing some Classic Plus 125. I just can't play retail. I stopped playing retail after Pandaria. I got 2 of these guys. The main damage skill only priest. Oh shoot. Pay attention here. Let me finish these guys off real quick. 2 rogues means I get smited twice. The main offensive ability for a priest is going to be smite, yeah. Especially with just one leveling. There is holy fire, but you're not going to be using holy fire unless you're opening up with holy fire in order to give you your boost. Okay. mana real quick. Oop. The main priest skill is only smite. So yeah, leveling up from 1 to 30, your main ability as a priest is going to be basically wanding, and you're going to be power word shielding, or not even power word shielding. You'll be like renewing and then wanding bad guys down. After level 30, you start to get a little bit more into your abilities. Like you might get Purify and Flame. So anytime you open up with a Holy Fire, you're going to have a 100% chance to increase your next holy damage offensive abilities by 12%. That's why I always open up with Holy Fire first, and then I start smiting. Then you also have Searing Light. Anytime you get a critical strike, you have a 100% chance that your next smite's going to be instant cast and 20% less. So that's why I open up with Holy Fire just to kind of get that 12% damage buff rolling, and then I'll start using Smite. I don't wand. Wanding would take forever at this level. Like my wands against these guys did less than 100 damage, so I couldn't do that. That would take forever. I am taking advantage now of the Spirit Tap. I just don't want to get caught in any sort of tricky situations like I just was, where I was fighting 2 rogues with no mana. I'm gonna go a little bit slower, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of be a little bit more on the safer side. And Forest Green was the one that popped in. Yeah, on the YouTube side. Welcome in, Forest Green, by the way. Yeah, we're playing on Hardcore World of Warcraft. So I don't know if you've heard of Turtle WoW. Essentially, it's a vanilla plus server. It has completely redone. It's added new classes. So you Alliance get the High Elves, the Horde get the Goblin. Each of them have their brand new starter zones that is completely separate from the original classic or the expansions from then on. Over on the Alliance, they have the Thalassian Highlands for the Alliance starter zone for those High Elves. For the Horde, they have this island called Blackstone Island that's near Duratar. So essentially, like, the Goblins do their starter zone and then they head over to Duratar. Oh. Wait, did your group die? Are you playing hardcore, Win? Or are you not playing hardcore? You said your whole group got wiped out by an alarm bot. So I'm thinking you're not playing hardcore. Some other things that are different on Turtle WoW is that they have hardcore built in, but it's also a softcore server. A lot of people do not like that their softcore players and hardcore players playing on the same server because of the resources. You know, both sides are after the same resources. Softcore doesn't have the limitation of only one life, so they're able to be a bit more risky with, you know, diving into specific nodes and, you know, going for specific stuff, not clearing a path out, versus hardcore. Also on the server, all of the classes have had their talent trees redone. Let's see here. The bot pulled out 5 elites and wiped my group. Oh man. But you weren't on hardcore, right? No hardcore? Right.
Not HCR, right?
See, now it works. Why does my talking work, but... Yeah, wait a second. I'm just doing softcore. Okay. Yeah, I know that Big Ape Gaming is doing hardcore. I think there was a few other players in the chat doing hardcore as well. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna fight a boss back there called Xvantharus. I'm gonna make my way in the back. Oh. Level 18 dies on Lochmadon to a Stone Splinter Shaman. That's on the island. Or he may have died in the cave, but I don't think there's many shaman in the cave. So we'll go after that green dude right there in the back. I can mana regen here a bit.
Tazdingle!
Here, Badlands and Bites or make your fate. Thought you better come along. All your gear now from Dungeon and Quest, right? Yeah, pretty much everything is from Dungeon and Quest. Yeah, I have the helmet from Gilneas City, neck piece from the Elite Hinterlands, Mantle of Law from Gilneas City. I think the Brigade Cloak is from a quest. Dust Falls is from a quest. Wrists, I think I found these. I think these are a BOE. The staff is from what's it from? It's from ZF. The chest or the what's it called? The zombies. All those troll zombies. I got the staff from there. The wand is a BOE I picked up in Nara. So this is just a BOE world wand. We got it off a mob. Gloves, I think these are just a random. Okay, this guy's trying to steal this kill. Oh, he's not going after this. Oh, well, we'll take him out anyway. Boop, boop. Well, the rogue's gonna gouge me. I think we should be fine. Down. And then we got the boots. I think these are from Dustwallow Marsh quest. The pants, I think these are a BOE potentially. The boots, I just got these boots in Ngoro Crater and attached a little stamina kit to them. The ring is a BOE ring, I believe. This other ring is from Missing Diplomat. That's a quest. The nifty stopwatch is from Badlands. The trinket is from where's this trinket from? Hinterlands Elites. Oh yeah, there is some. I still use some BOEs. Yeah, I'm still using some BOEs. Well, a lot of my gear, most of my gear is from dungeons or from quests. Some of it is from BOEs still. I'm gonna go ahead and mana up here. So yeah, I took out the main guy back here. Now I'm going to be focusing on taking out the rest of the Shadow Stalkers, the Rogues, and the Fellsworn. Yeah, there's a few Fellsworn here. And it looks like I'll take all three of them out, and I'll kind of work my way back out of here and take out the Rogues and stuff out the way. Good. There's no threat here. I say that as I'm getting shot with shadow bolts. A lot of people avoid Bellwood on hardcore because there's mobs here that can mind control you, and when they mind control you, you become their minion and become targetable and killable by other targets. That is not so much of an issue down south as it is up north. Up north, as you go up into this area up here, there's going to be tricksters. Those tricksters that you fight up north are going to be able to mind soothe you or mind control you. I forgot what their ability is called, but they can control your character. And then usually there's like a priest online who's been known to kill hardcore players. But there's other people that will kill you up there too. It's a common occurrence. You just have to be kind of careful of where you're at. Okay, we're done back here. We're gonna head back out of here. We'll take out anything that we need along the way. And after we get out of here, we should have this quest completely done. To continue to kind of get rid of these corrupted quests off my map. They kind of highlight things that I don't care about. I'll wait for this patrol dude. Should be able to engage. Oh, no. Okay. Guess I'll aggro both. Oop. Bam, bam. And that's all of them that I need of those. Now, I'm gonna continue to take these guys out, just because they're on the way out. They're looking for one tank for a full marrow run. Yeah, so there's actually quite a few. I've actually seen quite a few groups today. I'm seeing a ZF group, I'm seeing a marrow group, I've seen a sunken temple group get put together. So there's definitely still some hardcore groups out there. I probably shouldn't have taken this guy because my mana is going to be pretty low. Actually, get mana again. I feel like a mage right now with how often I'm drinking. All your gears from dungeons and quests. Okay, no, I got that one. Did I need... Oh, there's a few down here. Okay, there's a few. I'm level 38 now. Which zone I can go for leveling to 40? You're at 38. Are you Horde or Alliance? Yeah, 38. Where was I at? Like Irathi Highlands? Stranglethorn? Badlands? Not. I don't think I was in Badlands at 38. At 38, I think I was probably in Stranglethorn or Irathi area or even Alterac Mountains. I think I was around that area. Depending on whatever, if you're playing Horde or Alliance, I have, if you take a look at the playlist, since you're watching this on YouTube, I have playlists down in the description below. Depending on, I have like a playlist of 1 to 60 on a high elf and a night elf and the dwarf. So those can probably take a look at that, like the specific level. I usually have them marked title wise to kind of showcase what level I was during that process, and it can kind of help you out probably. I can't name the specific place. I would guess like if you're 38 trying to get the 40, I would say either Alterac Mountains, Irathi Highlands, or Stranglethorn. If you're just looking to grind, then I could probably see Stranglethorn, like Raptors or Gorillas being a good choice. Both of those are pretty good. Mithril Spur. 9 Spirit, 9 Stamina. That could be good. Recovery battles. Elixir of the Mongoose, I think, drops all the time down here. What are these pants? Intellect and Spirit male pants. Nice. Those are decent. 10 intellect, 10 spirit. I don't have the stamina from them. I don't know. I'm more of a stamina kind of person, despite me being a priest. I do like having a good amount of stamina. Okay, we are now done with the quest over here. We finished A Little Ooze Goes a Long Way. We finished the corruption of the Jade Fire.
Victory!
And we finished up the Cursed Oozes. We're gonna go ahead and head up north and do the Forces of Jadar. Jade Inar. I'm just gonna stick over here along this edge. And this place can actually get a little bit crazy. I've seen a lot of people die back here. I'll see if I see any gravestones here. Someone was saying that they haven't been able to see very many gravestones. We might see a gravestone back here because the I think it's the cultist that teleport. They do like a blink and they teleport behind. We'll take a look here. I didn't miss anything. I'm Alliance. Okay, no, I got that question. And okay, making sure I didn't miss anybody's specific questions there. Okay, I think this is, I'm gonna test it with the cultist right here. I think it's the cultist that blink. If I smack them. No, it's not the cultist then. Or maybe they only blink against melee guys. I don't know. I didn't put. Got a greater potion, greater mana potion. These guys do quite a bit with their fireball. See, watch this fireball right here. 337. Right, I have 3,237 life. That means if that guy hit me for over 300 damage a hit, it would only take 10 hits from him to kill me. I don't think that's an undead. Can I shackle that thing? Nope, can't shackle it. Oh, it doesn't come over and attack me anyway, so. We got a ring, nice. 17 frost resistance. Hey, I'm getting my Nax gear up now. And a burn. Yellow's a real one. Line of sight. Line of sight. Got cursed. There's a few of us back here, so it's pretty safe back here. There's a... Why'd that pop up? Okay. I actually got counterspelled there. Bam! Mind Blast crit, 841. Dang. I actually have to sit here and wand for a little bit. So I think I should do better when trying to avoid getting shield slammed. I'm gonna go ahead and stand while I'm waiting here drinking. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up for a bit. Oh, the GMs pop in the chat. It's very rare you see the GMs pop in the chat, but there's people sort of talk about politics in the chat. GM stepping in. Crazy. Oh, shield slam, dude. We'll go ahead and do a mind blast until this guy shield slams me. Or maybe he won't shield slam me. Oh, it's only when he pops into the defensive stance. Interesting. Okay, I finished all the guardians that I need. So all I need now is the hounds, adepts, and the cultists. We got that adept over here. Oh, power shield. Block that. See this little shield thing right here? It doesn't show. Oh, I got a free smite. Not a free, but instant smite. This is that thing. I think if I stand here, I should be able to line of sight his mine. Oh, never mind. Oh, he still got me. Even through the rock. Okay, so I need 1 hound, 4 adepts, 3 cultists. Thought I had a vial or something to fill up here as well, but I could be thinking of a different quest. I don't think there's anything down here that I know. You don't need to go down there to complete those quests. If you're hardcore, I would not recommend going down there. Get that teleported away. The Adept's teleport. Yeah, nothing better. Speaking of Mara, I still need a tank, and your pet was better than our tank last time, Health Hunt. Oh, there's one. No. Oh, now it's all respawning down there. I'll fight him with it. Yeah. That. Oh wait, how did he get my tag? I dotted it, I'm pretty sure, and he still got the tag. Although dots do take a second. Nope, nope. Fine. It's a my tag. Night. Here. It's raining. Raining holy fire, fist from the heavens. Okay, and we just need 2 more cultists. 2 more cultists. Resist that mana drain. Nice. Guardian. Yes. I'm pretty sure I could probably find cultists on the way out. Dang it. Didn't beat.
Glory to the Quel'Dorei!
Ah, Earth Root. Dang it. Got one of those things. I just saw. Oh, the door. I'm gonna go ahead and get mounted, and I'm looking for 2 cultists here. I think that's 1 cultist on the road. Nope, add up. Guardian, Mauler. Guess I'm going back here again. Oh, there's a cleansed one right here. I think I can get a buff from this, right? Nope. Oh wait, I got some wild blossom. Restores 100 and once remains seated. Also gives you stamina by 10. Okay, nice. Increases my stamina. Looking for voltage. Okay, got that stamina buff. It gives me 10 stamina. I guess I'll just sit back here and just take out. What the heck? Why did I take damage? Oh, my fire. Dang. Not a single cultist. What the heck? Who am I shooting? Who am I targeting? Oh, there's a cultist. Let me just take out this one right here, and then I'll get the cultist. There we go, and cultist, go. I just need one more cultist. Wait, is that one? Oh, yeah, that's one right there as well. Nice, so I'll get my quest done here. Proceed to the route. Okay, we've now completed the forces of Jadinar. So we are done here. Looking at my map. We're gonna move up into the one quest with the elites nearby. I forgot what it's called. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oop. Wait, hold on. What did I not loot off this guy? Oh, quite a bit actually. Okay, we'll go ahead and get bubbled. And we're gonna head up north to do verifying the corruption. In a minute. Okay, you can still send me all you want. Actually, before we head up north, we're actually going to head south real quick and turn in the forces of Jadinar. That's going to have us get a collection of corruption water quests. It's going to have us come back into this zone and get a vial filled in that water fountain. It looks like a warlock, but has a little wind serpent. That is a weird mixture of Tauren with a giant Tauren with a tiny little mana worm. Pet. Use the G Bank request. Oh. Okay, so right now we are heading south. There's still quite a few quests up to the north, but we're going to be knocking those out here shortly. I'm kind of clicking over the corrupted quest. Oops, daisy, I'm not watching where I'm going, huh? No. Thought I was on a pretty straight path. Corrupted Night Dragon, Corrupted Songflower, Corrupted Songflower. I just don't go for these world buffs. I don't like to see them on my map because they just kind of give me a false expectation of like the quests that I can do here in the zone. Okay, so we're just going to run back here. We're going to turn in the quest called the Forces of Jadenar, the one that we just completed. And we're going to pick up the quest called the Collection of Corrupted Water. So we picked up that quest. Inside the house, we're also going to get turn in the quest called the Corruption of Jadefire. Now, this is the one that you want to skip right here. If you are a hardcore player, you will want to skip this quest called Further Corruption. The reason for this is that there's these Jadefire tricksters right here. And these tricksters, what they do is they kind of like a mind soothe or mind control ability. And you become essentially a pet of them if there is 2 or more, what do they call it? If you share aggro, like if you tag the mob and then somebody else tags the mob, there's 2 people on their threat meter, they will want to mind soothe or mind control one of those players. And if they happen to mind control you, the other player that's there, whether they're Horde or Alliance, will be able to take you out. And that's why you see sometimes in Felwood that somebody dies to PvP in Felwood. It is because they get mind controlled or whatever, and then they get taken out in that case. So do not get Further Corruption, or if you're hardcore, otherwise you will die. Why does he look familiar, Lombard? Oh, he's in our guild. I thought he was higher level. Drink some tea. Biggest dude in the world with a tiny pet. Okay, we are going to head up north once again. We're going back to the exact same place that we were just taking out that Jadenar quest, the Forces of Jadenar, but instead we are going to be filling up this vial with from the Corrupted Well. Sup, just turning in and Turtle WoW at level 60. Challenge ends right, you die safely. On Turtle WoW you have 2 options. The first option is if you're playing hardcore, you can go hardcore mode 1 through 59, and if you don't complete the quest, you can hit level 60 and become an immortal and then die as normal and go on that method. The other option is at level 55 you get a letter in the mail, which I'll cover here shortly in another episode, another stream. But essentially what you do is you go and you grab this letter from the mail and you accept the quest called Mysterious Adventure or something like that, and it's gonna have you go. You want to have friends with you, like somebody in a party, either if you're in a guild that is mostly a hardcore guild, you're gonna all want to travel to Deadwind Pass and then head into the crypts of Deadwind, and you're gonna turn that quest in, and Once you turn that quest in, you're going to get a second quest. You pick up that second quest and you turn it in, and at that point you become an Inferno player. Inferno players at level 60, they stay hardcore. So yeah, you have two options. You can either continue to play hardcore at 60 by doing a quest chain, or you could just hit level 60 normal and you go back to be normal. But those are your two options there. And welcome into the stream, by the way, Nicholas. I do appreciate you popping in and saying hello. If you have any specific questions, definitely let me know. If you're interested in checking out Turtle WoW or just hardcore in general, I do have some playlists down below. Leveling 1 through 60 on a Paladin High Elf, a Night Elf Druid, and a Night Elf Hunter. And then we're currently doing our Dwarf 1 to 60 guide right now. And the next playlist will be a Hardcore Orc Warrior 1 to 60, hopefully. We'll see how that one goes. I feel like the Warrior is going to be the most challenging one of them all. Okay, we finished the vial up that way. We're going to be making our way up north now. And we're going to be working on this quest called the Corruption. What is it? Verifying the Corruption. Oh, wait. Yeah, verifying the corruption. All we're going to be doing here is just taking out these guys. They're not elites. The only ones that are elites are these Inferno Sentries. So keep away from the big Infernos, as those guys will do some damage to you. They have 8,000 life, versus the normal mobs here have about 3,400 life. So they're not going to kill you, but they are definitely going to be a bit more challenging. So just be careful here. And then the other thing is we want to go ahead and explore the water. I think this is where we get the quest complete. Or the explore the crater. And thank you. Are you going Inferno? Yes. Yep, my plan is to stay hardcore at level 60. This will be my 4th hardcore player at level 60. My Paladin is my main character at level 60. He has basically full tier 1 and some pieces of tier 2. And then my Hunter, he is probably my next in line in form of gear. He has some tier 1 on him. I need to complete his hardcore bow. I have the Sinew. I have that whole quest chain started. I have to go and defeat the demons on my Hunter to get the bow. I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, I have 3 already Inferno characters: the Paladin, the Hunter, and the Druid. This will be my 4th level 60 hardcore player. Okay, and we completed that quest. Really easy quest to complete. As you saw, that was really quick in comparison to the other ones that we've been doing. I'm gonna go ahead and make this thing again. I'm really hoping I can complete this. I got another piece of junk. I'm gonna clear up my bags real quick. If you've never heard of Hardcore World of Warcraft, it is a vanilla plus expansion to vanilla. They have brand new zones, so some of the newest zones that you guys will recognize is Hyjal. So Hyjal is a brand new custom zone. They added a raid in here as well called the Emerald Sanctum inside of Hyjal. They've also added a new starter zone for the goblins on the Horde side. They've added a starter zone for the High Elves on the Alliance side. You can see here it's a brand new starter zone. They also added Gilneas. It's a level 44 to 50 zone. So you can see there's also a custom dungeon inside of there that's usually about like a level 46 to 50-ish that you can start doing it. There's other dungeons as well added into Ashenvale. There's the Crescent Grove dungeon in Burning Steeps. Where is it? Burning Steeps. There's the custom dungeon over here called the Hateforge Quarry. What else is there? There's the other custom dungeons down in Tanaris called the Cavern of Time. There's the Black Moralis. And there's the Vault, Stonewind Vaults, and Karazhan Crypts. Plus there's additional raids as well, such as like the 10-man Kara. We talked about the Hyjal raid. And they're adding some new ones in as well. In the next update, they're going to be adding the Timbermaw Hold, which will be a dungeon and an Azshara. So that'll be an interesting one. Okie doke. We're done with that quest. Now we're going to be heading up north. We're going to be picking up a quest on the side over here. Let's see here. Yep, on the left-hand side up here along the road, there's 2 quests you can pick up. We're only going to be picking up one. The other one is an extremely difficult quest called To Hunt the Hunter. To Hunt the Hunter has you taking out some elite. He's like level 58 or something, but he does a ton of damage. So I would not recommend doing this quest if you're hardcore, unless you get a group of like 3 or more. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the quest called By Any Means Necessary. Okay, next we're gonna head up the road to the cavern place and do some of the warp wood for cleansing fellwood. And that's gonna allow us to get some of the corruption pieces to drop. I'm checking my notes to see if I added any notes in here, but I didn't add anything special. By any means necessary. Is that the only place I can do that? Oh no, I can do by any means necessary. I can do that down south. You don't want to do by any means necessary up north. As I said, up here in this area, the Jadefire Run, there's tricksters back there. And if you're playing hardcore, you can get mind controlled and then killed by other players. So don't go there. Yeah, we're just heading up this road here. We're gonna go ahead and enter a specific spot over this way. There's going to be the Iron Tree Woods is where we're heading. And right back here, there's going to be a cave with a bunch of tree ant dudes. We're gonna go ahead and head back here, and we're gonna do the quest called Cleansing Fellwood. And here we have arrived. We'll go ahead and get dismounted. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a... I chugged my light of a loon. It's fine. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh my goodness. I chugged my light of a loon. It's okay. I meant to pop my Nogger elixir. It looks exactly like my Light of a Loon. I had my Light of a Loon down south, and then I swapped it in accident up higher, so that was my fault. Whatever. At this point, at level 56, I don't think I'm going to be needing my Light of a Loon. It could have been super useful, right? It could have been super useful, but oh well. It's happened, it's happened. Oh man. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and just hang outside this cave and inside the cave and complete this quest. I'm looking through the Discord for your priest talents, but I think they're not updated to the new patch. I'm actually leveling a holy priest and turtle level 40. Oh yeah, I haven't updated any of the things in the Discord server to the new stuff. Can you show your talents really quick if you don't mind? Yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and we'll go over talents here. I did it earlier, but I know that I started my stream muted and I didn't realize it till like 10 minutes into the stream. Yeah, we'll cover stats here in just a second, or the talents. I'm leveling as discipline. So my talents will be a little bit different. Oh, let me see here. What side? Are you watching the... Okay, you're watching the full stream. Okay. So as far as talents goes, level 10 and 11, I put it into one specialization. 12 through, what, 17 or whatever, I put it into Spirit Tap. This is going to allow me from basically level 10 to 20 be able to wand, Power Word Shield, and renew myself in combat with basically having full mana to heal. So that allowed me to, you know, have very little downtime. As I continued higher, I put 2 points into Holy Focus, basically for that interruption, so I could just get my heals off, my damages off if I needed. 3 points into Divinity, 5 points into Divine Fury. At that point, I went back into the Discipline tree. I put my 3 points into Mental Agility, and that unlocked the next tier, right? Because I had 5 points here. I put 2 points into Power Word Shield. Then I came back, and I put 2 points into Mental Agility. I think 1 point into Piercing Light. That unlocked this next tier here. I put 1 point into Inner Focus, 2 points into Inner Fire. Then I came back up, maxed out my Piercing Light. Then I had access to this tier. I put 2 points into Purifying Flames, 3 points into Searing Light, 1 point into Enlighten, 3 points into Mental Strength. I came back up and put 1 point into Improved Power Word Shield, which unlocked this Force of Will tier. So I maxed out Force of Will with 5 points, put 1 point into Chastise, and now I'm working on getting to Resurgent Shield, so I'm putting points into Improved Power Word Shield at this time. So that is kind of where we're at in terms of talent points now. I have so much stuff in my bags. I'm just trying to clean some up. Okay. But yeah, that's the talent points at this moment. I've never leveled Holy, and I've healed dungeons. Every dungeon that I've done on hardcore side, I've healed Wailing Caverns, I've healed RFK, I've healed RFD, I've healed ZF, Mara, Gilnia City, every dungeon. Like I've done half a dozen dungeons at least on this character, and I've never had any issues as a Discipline Priest healing anybody. So it's not an issue of like the spec itself. Like Discipline is not has no issues healing hardcore dungeons. And I find Discipline to be a lot faster. You saw like the double tap there from the smite. Whenever I get a crit, I get that instant chance to smite. And it just does so much damage to mobs. It kind of peels through them really quickly. And thank you much for the explanation. For sure, I'm going to respec because my build is useful, but I would like to try Disc. Yeah, I would definitely recommend trying Discipline. People are saying it's a lot more mana efficient than Shadow. Yeah, people are saying that it's much more mana efficient than Shadow. That's because Shadow,
to the night.
You have to do dots, you have to do Mind Flay. Your Mind Blast is on an 8-second cooldown. I think there's talents that do help. Yeah, reduces the cooldown of your Mind Blast by 2.5 seconds. So wow, you're going from 8 seconds to what, 5.5 seconds or something like that. But still, you're having to apply dots, you're having to get rid of that. You basically open up with a Mind Blast, you open up with the Shadow Word Pain, then you're putting the Mind Flay. I feel like you just end up using quite a bit more mana. Shadow Word Pain costs 346 mana versus my Smite costs 189. So my Holy Fire, it costs 207 mana. My Smite costs 189. So all those, I think the Shadow spells are pretty expensive. Make sure you use the talent builder though, to make sure you can get the points that you need, that you want, before respecking. The new talent builder on Turtle WoW works really good because it tells you what level you need to be in order to have those specific talents.
Woo!
I'm gonna go ahead and heal real quick and drink. And they're looking for 3 for BRD arena runs, 56 plus. They need heals, tank, DPS. We're actually almost done with Felwood. Honestly, we're almost done with Felwood. I'm not going to be doing the Hunter. That's a corrupted quest. That's a corrupted quest. That's a corrupted quest. I don't know why I can't get rid of that one off my map.
Hello, how are you? I have a problem with my headphones, so I can't hear you. Can you reply to me in chat? I will really appreciate it.
Oh, it's a bot. No. I thought I blocked that chat from coming through, but I guess not. Absolutely not. Inside the cave. We're working on the quest called Cleansing Felwood. This is the quest right here that's gonna allow you to, once you turn in this quest, the mobs in Felwood are gonna get like the different corrupted or like the tainted things. So if you're skinning, you're gonna find the corrupted or tainted skins. If you're mining, you're gonna get different pieces, and you're gonna turn these pieces into the corrupted, the songflowers to cleanse them, I think is what it is. Hey, by the way, Nicholas, are you playing hardcore or softcore? You definitely have more leniency on the softcore side versus the hardcore side, but just figured I'd ask. I'm gonna head back out of here because the stuff on the outside should be respawning here. And I don't want to get stuck inside of the cave when everything's respawning back and fight my way back through it, when I can just exit it real quick and finish this quest outside. Dang, 1,000 crits back to back on that smite. And we'll finish this guy off. Looking for more mana, full quest run, 1 tank, 4 out of 5 was for me. Why doesn't the warrior tank? Level 52 warrior looking for a tank. I understand. We'll want to, hold on, okay, we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, okay, we're done with this quest. We're gonna head up north, or kind of like east-ish, to the Alliance City. Took the big step. Let's see, Nicholas says, I'm only going for war mode, slow and steady. Dang, war mode with slow and steady. When you die with war mode on slow and steady, do those deaths against you in PvP decrease your experience? Yeah, we're gonna head along the road now, and we're gonna cut south. There's actually, Felwood has a bunch of quests that Turtle WoW added into the game. So while Azshara sucks for the Alliance, Felwood is actually pretty decent. Turtle WoW added quite a few additional quests here at this little place. We'll go ahead and grab a few of those. Okay, I have, my quest log has 16 quests in the quest log. So I might need to drop. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And yeah, you have to let me know if
Hello,
you lose
how are you? I
experience.
have a problem with my headphones, so I can't hear you. Can you reply to me in chat? I will really appreciate it.
Freeze is another bot. Nope, the deaths was only 5 minus experience, only goes for mobs. Ah, okay. Oh, I wish. Filter. Insufficient to add more cube. Oh, okay. Message by key. Boom. Add. Maybe that'll work. Although I do appreciate the follow, but I know it's a bot. Okay, we've arrived in the Talon Branch Glade. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the flight path up here. Now, in this area, we got a couple quests we can go ahead and pick up. We're going to go ahead and get Burying the Corruption. There is another quest here called In Foreign Hearts, but this actually is in Telebeam. We're not going to be heading out that direction just yet. We're not going to pick it up just yet, okay? In the back, we're going to get this quest called Unhallowed Branches. Hey, he's our guildie back there. Buff him up. We'll go ahead and get Unhallowed Branches. And then we'll continue moving on to the house on the right. So this thing right here has nothing in it, just a mob in the back. But this house over here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the quest called, they call themselves Illidary. I got one more quest in my quest log. Okay, we're gonna head up on top of the hill. So skip that house. And we're gonna go all the way to the top of the hill up here. Because some people don't see that there's a hill here and don't see that there's quests up here. Up top, we're gonna go ahead and turn in the quest called a Sentinel Sudden Suspicion. We're gonna accept a special task. And we're gonna accept no questions asked. And check out that. We got all the quests here besides the ones, we don't need the corrupted one. Corrupted again, and there we go. Okay. Now, from this point on, we're gonna kind of head south a bit, or to the west. And take out some bears. I'll go this way. I guess I could have just jumped through there instead of going around this area. Oh, we're going to be taking out bears, and we're going to be taking out unhallowed branches, so we're going to be killing some treant dudes. We'll start with these angry claw dudes. And we have to fight 20 of these grizzly. That's that. This is nice. Nice little chill kill quest right here. And do you prioritize spirit with this build? Usually all guides go for spirit to boost spiritual guidance holy talent. I don't use spiritual talent. So I don't use the spiritual guidance because I'm disciplined. Eventually, maybe at 60, I will prioritize spirit, but because I'm also hardcore, I've had tricky situations where if I didn't have the health, during specific situations, like middle of an escort quest, I probably would have died by the amount of mobs that were on me and the amount of life that they were taking away from me. So I like having both stamina, I like having intellect, like bigger pools of it. Spirit is nice, but the amount of spirit that you're gonna be able to stack at those levels will be much less than at level 60. So trying to stack up, spirit, it's gonna be harder when you're leveling than when you're 60, and it's gonna have a much less effect, I feel like, in my opinion, anyways. Other people, when they're leveling, they might be able to have access to the auction house and be able to buy better gear, but I don't have access to the auction house on the hardcore side. So for me, it's just easier to use stamina intellect gear. Like, I had a pretty decent piece that dropped earlier. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I sold it here. Yeah, like this right here. This is 9 spirit, 9 stamina. I sold that. I could pop it on. I lose 8 intellect. So I lose 80 mana. But that 80 mana, I might be able to recover better mana between fights with that spirit difference. Like it's 18 more spirit in between holes, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't try and sacrifice one for the other a whole lot of the times. And because I don't have that spiritual guidance talent, maybe that's why I'm not stacking as much spirit at the moment. I haven't noticed a big damage loss. Like, I still melt through bad guys pretty quickly. I have some downtime, but I think everyone has downtime as a priest. Here. I'm gonna continue down this way. Down in this area down here, there's going to be wolves, there's going to be bears, and there's going to be the wood guys. Let's see here. Nicholas says, I have tailoring up to my level. I think I can get intellect using it easily. I will try it, thank you. Yeah, like intellect is easy to stack. I guess intellect probably isn't as useful as spirit, but as a healer in dungeons, I'm not getting the last hit on a lot of mobs. And that spirit isn't going to be as useful, right? I won't be able to really take advantage of spirit tap in dungeons. So for me, just having a higher mana pool has helped me. During our Mara run, I was healing Mara, and because I had the mana pool that I did have, we basically were able to defeat Princess. I don't know if I would have ran out of mana sooner and not been able to heal as much if I didn't have the mana pool that I had. Like, if I changed all my gear out for just spirit gear instead of stamina gear, I don't know if that would be helpful. I don't know. I just use what's available. I don't go out of my way to like build it any specific way, but I just find it being better with stamina and intellect. I have to get health. These guys hurt. I know. So I have 187 spirit. So this talent tree, it would get me 5 times 5. I had 25 damage and healing from my spirit. So 187 plus 25% is about 46 more spell damage and healing. Is 46 spell damage and healing going to be worth it? It could be. Well, I also have this right here, inner fire, right? It increases my spell damage and spell damage by 78.
Power to the Forsaken.
And while I don't notice a big difference in the damage when I'm using inner fire or not using inner fire. The main thing I do feel is the armor difference. I do notice the armor difference when I'm using it and not using it. Oh, level 57 just died. In the ruins of Eldorath. Holy cow, level 57 just died. They didn't pop up in my chat though. Who is he? Who is he? Slash who? I goes. Oh, and Azshara. He died in Azshara. 57 priests died in Azshara to a mob called to the Spitelash Siren. Oh, so he died in the Naga area. He was doing the Nagas just like we were earlier. Over here in the ruins, he died right here. So if we go back over there, we can probably find his gravestone. That's unfortunate. I can't imagine being level 57 and dying to a level 51. That sucks. F. So it pulled 2 casters far apart with 1 melee. That was a priest. It was a priest. And there goes the mark. Look at this. Level 57 died. In Azshara. He didn't die till level 57 though. The mob was level 51 or 52. Yeah, the mob was level 51. That sucks. He got slowed, he panicked, he died. Oop. Hey, it's Woodchuck. How many chucks would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And yeah, tailoring is pretty useful for priests for sure. Come on. Burn. Burn in righteous fire. So after I'm kind of working my way down here, taking out these grizzlies, but down here we're going to be jumping down and taking out these wood guys down there and just kind of getting some branches. It's a pretty easy quest. I was kind of hoping to finish up the grizzlies up here. I might still finish it up, but even if I don't finish it up, when I get back onto the road, there's a bunch of grizzlies up here I can just kind of take out as well to kind of finish up this quest, which I'll probably do. So I'll probably take out these last 2 over here and then head down and start taking out some trees. And I don't use Power Word Shield a lot. You'll kind of notice that I really don't use Power Word Shield very often. I feel like early on I used Power Word Shield a lot, and it kept my defense from kind of building up. And when my Power Word Shield would fade, my defense was low. So I ended up getting hit a lot harder in most cases. So I don't usually run with Power Word Shield unless I'm going to be fighting multiple mobs at once. That guy does some good damage right there for sure. We got our last bear. The bear necessity. I feel like Kyocom must be off.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Frieza? Welcome into the stream. Oh, that's the bot. Hello, welcome in. I didn't ban that bot.
How
I think
are
I put it
doing?
on a timeout. I am doing well. How are you doing, Frieza? Frieza is the character from Dragon Ball Z. That is how I know that name. I'm gonna go ahead and drink up here in a second. And then we're gonna be working on this quest down below called
Fantastic.
Unhallowed Branches. Out of the way. Boom. Hopefully I get something good out of this. There we go. We completed the Moro quest. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drink. Oops, shoot. I just stuck that all on my wall. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good. To throw some stuff into my bank that I don't need on me. Sell that. Oh, then I'll sell that. I keep. I thought I have 2 of those blue. Enter that. That for the. Oh wow, I got quite a few of these wild blossom berries. Stamina.
What is the population on Turtle WoW?
The population on Turtle WoW right now, let's go do an S info. Right now, there's about
Strength
8,000
and
players
honor.
playing at this moment. So it is a really popular server. So there's about 8,000 people playing at this time. At a high, so right now, I'm in the States. It's 1 p.m. in the States right now. I'm on the west coast of the States. I think in Europe, they're about 9 hours ahead, I'll say. So it's about 1 here. It's about 10 o'clock at night over there for them. This being primarily like an Eero server, so it's 10 o'clock at night for them. Having nearly 9,000 people online at this time is pretty good. Or 8,000 people right now. Usually at a high, you'll see between 9 to 10,000 people when it's, really active. But it's not crazy where, it's hard to complete quests. I like having a good amount of players, but I don't want to have it crowded. There was a period at one point when all the servers had 12,000 players on them. They were super crowded. You could not get a single quest done in the starter zones because there was like half a dozen people or a dozen people doing the same quest as you, tagging your mobs. Luckily, Turtle WoW split off 2 additional servers. One for the Asian and then one 2 for the
Awesome!
Asian and then 1 for the Portugal, which split the sizes and instead of 1 server, they split it into 4 servers. So each server usually runs between 8 to 10,000 people at a high of 12,000. It's still really good population. You still see lots of players running around, so there's running around right there. There's another player over there. So you still see, I like seeing players in the overworld versus just not seeing nobody. So right now, we're just running around. We're taking out the stompers here. They're gonna drop these unhallowed branches. Every single one of them drops it.
Okay, CYA later, I need to go.
Yeah, see you later. Appreciate you popping in and asking a question. Do appreciate that. Oh, pop paladin over there. I'm gonna get mounted up and go on the other side of this tree. Priest going Inferno with no guild. looking, I haven't got a single one of these since the first one. It's supposed to be a 35% drop rate. A nice paladin buffed me. I'd buff him back, but he's flagged. Oh, he's a retribution paladin. Drink again. So I thought there was a lot more trees. Okay, there are more trees. They're just on the other side, but they're also dead. So we gotta wait for some spawns. I don't think they're that way. Yeah, there's none down to the south of me. I'm gonna go ahead and get mana, and then I'm gonna run over there and look for some respawn. Mule. Despite me having put stuff in the bank, I still got a ton of stuff on me. Oh, I was gonna sell stuff. That's why there's still so much stuff on me. Gotcha. Oh, okay, there's a bunch of respawns back here. What's a good time? It's 1 Pacific. Yeah, it's 1. It's 1 p.m. here too. Let's go West Coasty. Okay. Yeah, this is a terrible drop rate. Take that, cockroaches. I was hoping once I complete this quest, I would have already completed this quest by now, and I could have just turned this quest in right there. A special task. Yeah, please get the Inferno Guild rank. I think it's... I haven't got a single drop off these guys in so long that it doesn't even recognize these guys drop the item that I want. Dude. Slow and steady.
By the light of the
Slow and
moon.
steady. Anybody who can do that is kind of busy at the moment. I got two. Holy cow. I didn't see that. Where did I pick that last one up? What? I'm looking for... Oh, these ones are here. The unhollowed branch. Oh, nothing. Unhollowed branch. Behind me or in front of me? There we go. There we go. 3 out of 6. Holy cow, we're 50% there. I'm gonna go ahead and get mana. I have to rebuff here shortly. By light of a loop. Yeah, it was right next to each other.
Yes.
1% crit. Back power. I feel like that crit's better. Yeah, I patched this. Hey, 4 out of 6. Hey, it's finally speeding up there a bit. Just do like me. I patched the scooter. Never do the queue of a light of loon. I never did the light of a loon quest in the past. We're going to be starting a new challenge here shortly, so if anybody wants to also play hardcore on Turtle WoW, I usually play between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be leveling a Orc Horde Warrior as the next challenge 1 to 60. So if you are looking to get started on the hardcore side and want to potentially have somebody kind of follow along or group up with and do dungeons, then we'll be starting the new series as soon as this guy hits level 60, which I'm hoping to probably within the next week or so. Probably next week I'll be hitting level 60, right? Tomorrow my son is off school, and I think everyone is off tomorrow, so we probably will go out somewhere. I've been wanting to go ride some bikes, and the weather's supposed to be really nice, so we might go and knock that out. The weather is definitely getting warmer here where I'm at, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to go out and do something. I'm gonna go ahead and take that thing off. Okay, we completed the quest called the cleansing. No, we already did that one. Collection of the corrupted. Nope, that's not the one. Where is it? What's the one that I just did right now? The unhollowed branches. Okay. We completed the Unhollowed Branches quest. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to that NPC that we saw over here earlier, and we're going to turn in the quest called a special task. We're then going to go ahead and pick up the quest called the Stolen Notes. We'll go ahead and accept the quest called the Stolen Notes.
Be careful.
And yeah, let's take a quick look. We're gonna head down south from here, head up the path to the south. Yeah, we're gonna work our way down south. We're not gonna go on do that Illidan quest yet. We're gonna make our way up to the road and then head south on the road. Okay, so we're gonna be heading south and be doing the no questions asked quest. There is another quest over here, which we can combine with, they call themselves a Ladari. We have to take out a named NPC. I'm pretty sure we'll get that one here shortly. Is that in the room with us? Talking about. Looking for one more healer, ZF with mallet preferred. They want a healer with the mallet. And they can summon. I think at this point, it's not even worth doing ZF at 56. I think half the dungeon is gray. And make sure I don't miss any comments in the chat. Diane came in, said what's the population of Turtle, and then jetted off. That's fine. Other stream, we had Nicholas talking about tailoring, leveling it up. Yeah, tailoring is super useful for just about any caster class, clothy class. So you can make bags, you can make different armor. Turtle WoW added like 3 different types of cloth sets into the game. Depending on your class, I have like the Diviner set, which I used for a short time. I used the Diviner set. Is that the Paladin or the Hunter quest? They added Aguilar quest, I'm pretty sure, like some other. This guy died pretty quick. And I think they added like 3 or 4 different tailoring specific sets for tailoring. So if you are a clothy, it makes 100% sense to go with tailoring, especially if you're also including some of those other modes. But I think you had mentioned you're doing slow and steady and war mode. That's a pretty good combination, and PvP doesn't take your experience away, is what you had said. You get still 20% experience boost from being war mode, even with a slow and steady. But right now we're working on no questions asked. We're just taking out tainted ooze. Hey, there's Gabriel. This is much easier. It's just a straight kill quest. It's not a collection quest. Just a straight kill. What's this disease do? Time between my attacks increased by 33%, but does not include my spells. We're almost done with the stream. We're actually going to be finishing up this quest right here, heading up north and completing a separate quest, and then we're going to be jetting off. It's now after almost 1:30. We're gonna be jetting off and go getting some food. If anybody has any other specific questions for me, definitely let me know there in the chat. Oh, we are picking up. I thought it was just a straight kill quest. We are picking up items off these mobs. They just have a really high drop chance. I didn't even notice that I was taking something off of them. I thought I was just having to kill them because of the drop chances so high. Is Forge worth it for hardcore or better engine? Ooh, that's a nice one. Air pace. I think that's off a quest then. And for Paolo. Yeah, blacksmithing for paladin. You get weapon stones. You get shield spikes. You get steel plate. More mobs back there. Oh, he must be. Oh, I thought he was a alliance. There's another pool on the other side. Walk back to the Valley of Trails. And at a 15, nice. I do have a neck piece in my bank that I think gives me my mana continues to recover while in combat. Then I have a belt that has that same stat as well. I don't know if that's going to be pretty useful with my other combination. I have meditation. I could have 25% of my mana continue to regen while in combat. I wonder how that would be. That would be pretty interesting. A good mixture. What I need. I would love to get a summon to Felwood, not Felwood, Hyjul. I can get some teas. Teas would be awesome. I'd have to get some roots. Yeah, I could definitely do it. Bam. We need one more of these ooze. I don't see any more here. We're gonna go ahead and get mounted here. And go take out one more ooze. Oh, that I'm not actually doing anything, huh? I'm just standing here. Got this last tainted ooze right here. And then once we have this quest complete, we're finishing off no questions asked. I'm gonna go head down south, turn a quest in, and be logging off in the next 5 minutes. So this is your time. If you have any final questions for me, definitely let me know. Got a oozing bag. I don't get that or not. Let me go ahead and toss out this 45 copper broken arrow. I'll take the oozing bag. Then vendor a bunch of stuff. I knew I was gonna vendor all of this right here. I just get so much stuff on me. Don't. What did that bag have in it? It did not have anything inside of it. And more grain, nice. Okay, so now I can just bend to this last one. Vendor, and we're gonna go look at quite a bit of space. I can get rid of the core of elements. I don't need that. Okay. We are going to go ahead and head south. At this time, we would normally do the quest called the By Any Means Necessary. Now, we're not going to do it up north because there's tricksters up there. And I'm not going to be doing it in this episode right now because it is now 1:30, and that is my cutoff time for the day. And Nicholas said, thank you for the stream, Brent. I'm going to try that build. Maybe tomorrow I can tune in and share the experience. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I may or may not stream tomorrow. I'm going to see what we're up to. If I'll have my stream scheduled. If I am going to stream, I'll schedule out my stream later this evening. And then have a continuation of Fellwood Part 2. If I'm not going to stream, I'll just post it in the post on the YouTube side. I'll make a post saying, hey, not going to be streaming on Friday, but I hope everyone has a great weekend, something along those means. So either way, if yeah, definitely go down below, guys. If you have not yet subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel, as I will continue to be putting out some new hardcore content. Be leveling up my priest to 60, and then continue with a hardcore warrior, hardcore warrior guide. And then if you guys have any suggestions for specific videos, so one suggestion was to make a paladin video of talents that I have a paladin, a druid, and a hunter and a priest. So I definitely need to make some content around the new talent tree. So that is a couple ideas that I have that I'll have to work on. But that is going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and place myself right about here. And in the next episode, in the next stream, we're going to start off by working through Any Means Necessary Part 1, and then turning in some quests down south. So that is going to be it from me. I'm going to go ahead and get to a safe spot right down here. And Astrid, welcome into the stream, Astrid. Appreciate you popping in and saying hello. They said, thank you for the stream, for sure, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and get right here and clear this off me, and then we're going to be logging off for the evening. So unfortunately, I didn't get the level 47, but I'm actually probably going to get level 47 tomorrow or on Monday. So I'm thinking by next week of Friday, I should hit level 60 on this character. At one point during the stream, we're going to be doing the Inferno quest chain. They've revamped it, so we'll go ahead and go over the whole process. Do it on stream, and then I'll probably clip that entire portion and upload it as an individual video to showcase, if you're looking to become a hardcore player at level 60, this is the process that you'll have to do. And there we go. There is our level 56 hardcore priest. We're looking pretty good there. Like the shoulders. The shoulders are really big. Those are from the Guildnia City. But that is going to be it from me. Let's do some quick shout outs that I can quickly see here on the YouTube side. We had Big Ape Gaming popping in saying hello over on Twitch. We had Limp over on Twitch. We had Over the Rainbow saying hello, that they should have made a big shout out to Over the Rainbow. We had Sequel Now on Twitch. Let's take a quick look. I'm still going through this list. Forest Green popping in on the YouTube side. Big shout out to Forest Green. We had Coron Gusto over on Twitch. Reza was on Twitch. Gamer Lich was on Twitch. And then on the YouTube side, we had a lot on the YouTube side. So big shout out to Sasori. Helped me out really early on with my audio. My audio wasn't working. They let me know they can't hear my voice. So big shout out. Miles Morales is on YouTube as well as Twitch. So big shout out to Miles as well. Win over on YouTube. We had Click Vice on YouTube. Nicholas Rivero, appreciate you tuning in, hanging out, and then Astrid. So appreciate everyone. Big shout outs to everyone out there. We'll be back streaming here shortly. I'll make a scheduled post whether I will stream tomorrow on Friday or on Monday. So definitely subscribe, like the video if you guys enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. See you later, everyone.
Thanks all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.